Hello everyone, welcome back to Soulful English Journey, and today I have a very sweet guest with us. Hello ma'am, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here on my channel. And how have you been, ma'am? How's your day going so far?
My day is going so well, and thank you so much for this lovely introduction, I would say. And thank you so much for inviting me on your channel as well. Yes, my day is going so busy today. Today, actually, I have been feeling little bit lethargic, but I have a lot to do throughout the day. So I would say that I have to be productive. Yes. What about
Yes, I think we are on the same page because it's been 2 to 3 days. I'm also feeling that dizziness and that laziness. I don't know why. I feel dizziness even if I'll, stand out of this chair again. I will feel that dizziness. Those small. I don't know what to say, but I mean that is what I'm feeling. Maybe because of the weather. Maybe that could be the reason. I'm
I
even
think
I'm eating properly. I'm doing everything, waking up on time, sleeping on time, but still that thing is there.
I think so. I have also been thinking like that, why I'm feeling like this. And I can feel today that I have a little cold. I think because of that, I'm feeling little bit headache as well. And as I told you in my earlier videos that I have been waking up early nowadays. So since last 2 and 3 days, I couldn't wake up early because of this health issue. I think the dizziness I have been feeling.
Yeah, maybe it could be because of weather, because the weather is also like very fickle these days. So
Mhm.
maybe that could be the reason. Okay, ma'am, as we are here on my channel for the first time, so shall we start with our introduction?
Sure, sure. I'm Meenakshi. I'm from Uttarakhand. I'm pursuing my master's degree in English literature while also I'm running a YouTube channel. When it comes to my hobbies, so I have several interests. A few of them I would like to say reading books, and I love making Uttarakhand's art. So that's all about me. Thank you so much.
That's amazing, ma'am. And when you said that you are from Uttarakhand, are you from a like a city area in Uttarakhand or from a city area in Uttarakhand?
Yes, it's a city area, and I would say jammed with completely like it's completely full of population. So
Okay. Are you in Dehradun?
no, I am nearby Nainital. It's Haldwani city.
Okay, Haldwani city. Yeah, I think Saurav Joshi lives there, right? I have been watching his. I mean, I watch his vlogs, so that's how I know. And the beauty of your place is just amazing. I mean, enchanting. He always goes on drives to Nainital and all those places. So it's although the similar to Himachal, I think we have similar kind of atmosphere and greenery and mountain, all those things, but it's really enchanting, I would say, and I love that. uh,
Yes,
and there are many spiritual places as well, I think, in Uttarakhand, right? Kedarnath is there, right? And then what's it? One there are many of them, right? So uh, about your childhood, ma'am, have you born and brought up in city area or in village area?
no, I have. I was born in a village area, I would say, but for a few months, because my father was in army, so we went in Udaipur. We lived over there, and my schooling was from army school for the few months, not completely for 1 year. But then we migrated to village, and till fifth, I completed my education from village only. And then from sixth standard, I came in another city. That was also a city, not a village area. Yeah, I would say. And yes, you just told me that Uttarakhand is known as spiritual place. Yes, of course it is. And that Kedarnath is no, quite, I think, in distance from my city. Until now, I didn't visit that. Although I want to visit. Yes. And one another thing I would like to say, you just told me that Haldwani city is known for Saurabh Joshi,
No,
right?
I didn't say that it is known for him. I said that I know Haldwani city because of him, because he stays over there. So that is how I know about Haldwani city and all. He keeps on showing all those things, so that's how I know. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
And Srikhand Mahadev is also there, right?
No, I haven't heard that. Sorry, Srikant Mahadev. No,
Yes, I think that is also in Uttarakhand, Srikhand Mahadev. Or it is it in Himachal? Oh my goodness, I don't know.
maybe in Himachal because I never heard that name.
Yes, that is maybe in Himachal, right? Because one of my friend, he went. I mean, we lost him there while doing tracking and all those things in 2024. So yes. Okay, ma'am. Whatever time you have lived in village, would you like to talk on this topic, like village life and city life? Because I'd love to know, because you have also lived in a village life and city life both, and I also have lived both places, like village life and city life. Which do you find more fascinating, and what are the differences you think are there in? Though both have pros and cons. I would love to know your perspective or
Yeah,
your
yeah,
thoughts.
sure, sure. I would like to share. Um, my experience is like completely from city area because I was younger when I spent my time in village area, and I would say because there are lack of resources, so we can't enjoy our life in village area. Though the air is quite pure over there. Um, in this term, village life is quite good because we can see that in cities area we have lack of oxygen as well sometimes. Okay, we face a lot of pollution, especially in bigger cities like Delhi, Faridabad, because I have spent my time in Faridabad as well. So I used to miss a lot my village area. Though where I'm living right now, it is quite moderate in this term. We have greenery, of course, greenery around us, but I still feel that village area is completely a pure, have a pure air. Okay, so this is the thing, but resources and opportunities are much more uh, opportunities are many, like in opportunities I think city life is quite good in terms of village area.
Yes, ma'am. True thing, true thing. Because of that reason only, I also thought coming out of uh, my hometown, because there are lack of resources and you don't know much, because you are living the same life. You don't know what is competition, because people are not even that much aware. This is true thing. But when it comes to like air and peaceful life, I always find that peacefulness in my village. Whenever I go home, I feel like amazing. I don't feel like coming back, but yeah, you have to, right? You have to, for studies you have to go out and you have to explore the world. And my journey also started with that one decision that I took, because in my hometown I know I wouldn't have ever started my journey of learning this language, because we are living our life in our comfort zone, and we don't bother to even come out of that, right? Because
Yes,
we are not even facing those kind of problems. And when you come out in city, you see that people, they, the way they talk, the way they present themselves, and you feel that you are lacking somewhere, and that gives you exposure. Though in today's time, because of social media, you have that exposure, but still, when you have that comfort in you, around you, people are not speaking in that language, or you don't need that, I need this language, so you won't even come out of that comfort zone of yours, right?
yes,
So
yes,
it's like that. But when I talk about city life, I mean, in villages, people take care of each other. They are there for each other. They live like uh, they live in unity. But when it comes to city, no one cares. I live in a rental room, so in my second room, I mean, the people who live next to my room don't know what is happening. Even if I am ill or anything, in village people will help you, but here nobody cares about you, whatever happens. So it
right.
is like that. Life is so fast, and I mean, nobody cares about you. It's just you have to take care of yourself. These are the things that I think.
I agree. That's true. Yes, even in my village as well. So have you completed yours?
Sorry, ma'am. Could you
Have you
please repeat?
have you completed your thoughts? Should I
Yeah,
start?
yeah. Yes, ma'am. You can go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. So actually, I wanted to share because right now I'm remembering one thing. In village, we used to live a lot of families, though in different houses, but we all are relatives. And like everyone was, someone was uncle, auntie. It's called uncle, auntie in English, but we usually say tau, tai, chacha, chachi. Everyone was like someone will be younger brother of my father, and like I mean to say everyone was in relation with my father. Okay, so we used to share a lot of things with each other. Even we used to go each other's house. But when I came to city area, especially I would like to say, because in my city it is good till now. When I went in Faridabad, you won't believe. Actually, I didn't believe that thing. We used to live in third floor, and in second floor they were also Kumaoni from Uttarakhand. Still, they didn't try to connect with us. And even when we were trying to change our rental room, they didn't even ask, they didn't even come out from their room. So I was so surprised while seeing that at that time. So yeah, in I think cities area, people forget to how to connect with people. I think the socialization is, I think, very less in city area, right? Everyone is like uh, how to say that running like in their busy life, and they are just busy in their life. Nobody has care, that kind of care for anyone.
Yes, true thing, ma'am. And I think in that case, we are blessed to have villages where people live with unity and they share everything with each other. But over the period of time, the village life is becoming more and more tougher because of frequent burst as you know that last year also a lot of cloud bursts happened, and a lot of people in my area especially, it was there on in international news as well that in Mandi district, a lot of people lost their lives, and not only one, two, there were, I mean, several cloudbursts happened. Even in my hometown, three cloudbursts happened, and
Yeah.
they were sudden, so sudden. I mean, no one could even imagine that in that area cloudbursts could happen, right? And in hilly areas where I mean, I think we human are the reason. We human are, responsible for that.
Right.
And we are giving more exposure to, tourism, and they are, that is good. But they are, I see a lot of bottles, they, throw there, and a lot of wrappers and all those things. I feel very bad. And lot of they although these things are done by people from outside mostly. uh, so these are the things which are happening, and which is very pathetic, I would say. And you must be aware of Assam these days,
Right. Right.
uh, and a lot of people, I mean 70 lakh plus peoples are affected by cloudburst. And what they are gonna do now, I mean, people are like, what can I say, insects there on the roads, and because of flood. And the whole Assam is like that. It's we are helpless. We can just pray for them and give some charity and all those things. What can we do more than that, right? So
Right.
over the period of time, I think, what do you think? Does these things happened earlier as well, or are these increasing? I think that these things are increasing day by day or year by year, right?
Yes, yes. It has been increased till now, I would say, because in this city, right now I'm living in Haldwani city. It is not a hilly area, completely hilly area, I would say. But if you go to Nainital, almost in 50 kilometers, you will see mountains over there. But still, people are living in plain area. But Nainital is surrounded by mountains. I can't say that people have constructed their home in mountains. But where I completed my education in Almora city, if you have heard.
Yes,
Uh,
ma'am, I have.
have you heard? Okay. So has people have constructed their home on mountains, and in 2013 or 2014, I can't remember, but yes, one year there was a cloud burst, and because of
In
that,
2013, ma'am, that was in
13 in Kedarnath,
2013.
13 was in Kedarnath, but I can't remember in Almora city. Yes, completely all city people has like affected from that one. And I can remember people shifted from their home to another home. I think they escaped from that cloud burst, so it affected a lot and many people lost their life just because of that. And when I go to my proper village actually is far away from my city. It's almost in 150 kilometers, so it take a lot of time to us. But we go through that city, from that city, Almora city. So now I see that Almora city has completely changed because of population. People, as I told you, that people have constructed their homes on mountains. Still, they are constructing. I think
Yeah, true thing. I mean, I have seen the same thing, ma'am. I mean, in 2025, cloudburst happened in my area, but now I see people have built new buildings in the same place. They know that it can happen again, but still, maybe their affection towards that land, but still they have to be careful, right? That it can happen again, and many such things that I saw. A lot of people have built they are constructing their new houses nearby, area which they know that can be affected by flood in the future. But I don't know the mentality of the people, but still they know they should be aware of the coming disaster, right? I
exactly.
think that can reduce the disaster if you are aware of this thing beforehand, that yeah, it could happen in future as well. But hopefully this time, I mean, if I talk about my area in Mandi district, nothing of that kind happened. But when it comes to Kangra, I mean, a lot of people lost their lives. I mean, I was watching the news other day, and in Shimla also, because Shimla is also very hilly area, it's very vulnerable. And it's a anything can happen anytime in Shimla. And yes, the thing is that now populations are increasing, and people are building. I mean, they are not building their houses properly, without, what can I say, in order or something. There is a particular word that planned construction is not there. Unplanned constructions is going on, and people themselves are responsible for this. They knew that I think these things used to maybe happen earlier as well, but people are building their houses again in the same places. They know that these places are vulnerable, but still they are building their houses, and which is giving more and more exposure to these kind of things, right?
Mhm. That's true. I have seen people doing that actually, and I feel that Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand are quite similar in each other, like in terms of mountains. But I feel, although I haven't visited Shimla or Himachal Pradesh till now, but yes, I have heard from many of my friends, and I have seen it in pictures that it is quite vulnerable comparatively Uttarakhand. And yes,
Yes.
about people, I think earlier the houses those were constructed, it has happened, okay, till now. But people are right now, people are quite aware about that, what is going to be in the future whenever like they are facing cloudburst and something like that, in maybe torrential rain. During that time they are facing the worst situation, but still they are doing the same thing. So it is just like what you are sowing, you will be rewarded for that, although it is bad or good, right?
Yeah, true thing, ma'am. And recently, in Dharamshala, we had an intense earthquake. It was 4.7 or 7 point something was the intensity of
Much
that.
intense, yes.
And you can imagine, and it was very terrible. I can say I have a I mean, I have a cousin who lives over there, and she was like, I thought that today I will die. I mean, it was like that intense. And I think Himachal has been facing these earthquakes every now and then, right? So because it's very vulnerable, I what can I say, Himachal
Huh.
has, it is a danger zone, and we need to be very careful. I mean, these are the things. And yes, whatever is happening, we humans are responsible for all those things. If we have to first change our mindset, and a lot of things are going on there in our country, and I don't know whether these things were happening earlier as well or not, but a lot of things are there. And but I think people don't speak much that on those things or something like that, or they don't want to speak. And if someone are speaking, still they will, they will try to pull them down, that no, don't speak. Because in the morning itself, these days internet, social media, if you see, as full of news after protest as well. A lot of things are there, and this and that are things are happening. So yeah, lot of topics are there. Okay, ma'am. Now, I think you
Actually,
also have a class. Uh,
yes, yes.
yes, I think now we should wrap up the conversation. Though I had a lot of questions that I want to ask you, a lot of games that I want to play with you. But yeah, we can do that later as you have your next class. And yes, ma'am, it was amazing session with you. I hope you also liked it.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you. And thank you so much for joining me. You spoke very well.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Your words means the world to me because, yes, I'm just learning how to do all those things, and yeah, it's going well till now, I would say.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Bye bye. Have a
Have a
good day.
great day.